Hi, I'm Niemira of BGX Capital, and we are here at EDCON conference about Ethereum, and we are live, and right now we are with Sean Morgan, Business Development Manager, and that is at ChronoLogic.
And community manager as well.
And the community manager as well. So that's great to have you here, and welcome at EDCON.
Thank you. It's been fun here.
I'm glad that you are actually enjoying, and most importantly, what was your main goal here to be at the conference? What you wanted to present?
So Logan Sather, a developer for ChronoLogic, presented the Ethereum Alarm Clock and the Chronos protocol. So that's what we were here for.
Well, time is money, and you're working a lot with time. So what is your main concept at ChronoLogic?
We want to solve time-based problems on the blockchain. And so we have three main ways of doing that right now, but we want to keep on exploring those problems because there are a lot of them out there.
Yes. So you mentioned it's pertaining to the debt, right?
Yes, we have one main product relates to what we call debt smart contracts.
And also, yes, the smart contracts payment. So can you, in a way, through your company, save time or do something in the future or set something on the Ethereum platform?
Yes.
For the future. So how this is being done?
That's what's being presented at EDCON, is the Ethereum Alarm Clock. So the idea for that is that there are many different use cases where you want to send a payment or have a smart contract execute for the future, but currently that's not natively able to be done on Ethereum. So we have a decentralized application so that a person can send a payment to maybe an ICO contribution or a recurring subscription or something like that, and they can set that for a 5-minute time window for the future.
That's really fantastic. So in a way, you're providing the access to buy time in a way, right? To adjust the time on the blockchain platform.
Yeah, you save time when you have someone else execute a transaction for you, and you can anticipate something that's going to occur and make sure that something happens when you want it to happen without having to manually be there and press a button.
Right. So what about time mints? You also working on that, and yes, there's like people mining for cryptocurrencies, you mining for time. How do you do this?
Yes, so we have something called the Day token. That's the name of our cryptocurrency token, and it has a self-minting mechanism. So that means that over time it creates more of itself. And the idea of that is to reward people who hold the token for a longer amount of time. Because in cryptocurrency, you have a lot of volatility because there are speculators who are buying and selling, but that's not necessarily good for the market. And so the longer a person holds our token, the more of that token they get, because it's minting itself over time.
Right, so they benefiting for it's practically like a long time investment.
Yeah, it's like earning interest in a savings account.
Yes, and they actually investing in time and data. So how this is going to reflect in the operations? That means having extra time allows them, for example, for a little bit longer period of time to conclude the transaction.
I think one of the main ideas was to encourage long-term holding of our token and other tokens that might be associated with ours. So that's the idea, is to reward the people who have a long-term commitment.
Yes. So what are the biggest challenges you're facing as trying to buy time?
Well, yeah, I mean, natively on the Ethereum blockchain, there's no way to do these things with time. So it takes a lot of innovation. We have a team of developers who are working all around the world, around the clock, trying to innovate to solve these problems. And so, yeah, I'm happy that they're working on it. I'm not a developer. I'm working in marketing and business development, but it does take a lot of innovation, and it takes a lot of being able to take their skills that they've had before Solidity with JavaScript and to bring those skills into what they're working on the Ethereum blockchain.
Do you have a lot of competition?
No, there aren't a lot of people working on these problems on Ethereum, and if there are people working on it, we're collaborating with them. So that's a great kind of feeling to be in this community to cooperate.
Yes. Well, you had a presentation at EDCON. At the same time, we are here speaking about your company. And definitely in that concept is something new, something unfamiliar for people, and they will have to explore it more. So what is actually the main thing that you would suggest for people to look into when they're looking for time?
Yeah, I think the exciting product right now is the Ethereum Alarm Clock. And I think that the people who will probably be interested in it are people who are using Ethereum to pay for things as a payment, or perhaps they have a company or a blockchain project. So that if they want a smart contract to execute for the future, they can use the Ethereum Alarm Clock to do that, or work with our protocol on GitHub. But for end users, I think they will come later. Like the normal people who are using their bank account right now to send a transaction for the future, to pay their utility bill or their rent, eventually, I think they will be able to do that with crypto, and they will probably use our protocol to do that.
So how they can sign themselves up with ChronoLogic?
Yes. To learn more, you can go to chronologic.network, and there's a sign up there.
So there's an information that people can actually look into it.
Yes, we have a white paper, technical white paper, and also an email sign up.
That's fantastic. Sean, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. I wish you the best of luck and enjoy the rest of the EDCON place at the EDCON conference. All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.